All right, today we're going to do a slightly new format. You know, maybe a cool new way to lose subscribers. I'm not sure. Sounds exciting though. Quick look of the Null Knives Raiden. Now last year we had a live stream where I had trouble forming words by hour 2. Then an exodus of 160 people or so who were pissed about 10 minutes worth of interviews from Blade Show. And then there were the sharpening films. We call them the dulling films around here. Oh, people fucking hated them. Well, I'm going to sprinkle in, yes, like piss, some shorter videos. Ideally, I spend less time writing them, and we'll have a limited B-roll usage segments. We'll see. Works well for knives that are loaned to me. Anyway, I thought the Raiden was named after some fake video game shit. You know, there's the Shooter series, a Mortal Kombat character, Metal Gear Solid. But actually, it's the older kind of fake shit, you know, mythology. Specifically, the god of thunder in Japanese mythology, back when people didn't understand weather. Now, in the modern age, it's medicine and science. Oh, I guess still the weather. Actually, the only thing that's gotten smarter are our phones. Now, this one's technically pretty close to a production prototype, and I'm on strict orders to not put it through a log because it's not mine. While we look at some dimensions, how'd I get it? Well, this came to me via Levin through Knife Nuts. As you hopefully know, he and the Knife Nuts for years have taken existing production knives and they, knife bay them up. You got the Watuki, the Fat Carbon, the Damascus, no longer the carbon plate. Am I right? The Knife Nuts will have a Fancy Boy Raiden limited to only 25 pieces, which I believe they revealed a few days ago. And in the words of Everyday Carry City, it's pretty dope. Today we're looking at my Right Now Raiden though, okay? Up front you have the M390 coated in acid-washed black PVD. Pretty sharp, and the whalers will be happy about the harpoon style. Of course, if you'd like Damasteel with that, it'll be an option when these go live on the January 26th pre-order. Don't forget. Will this video be done in time? I think it's going to be. Now, I wouldn't call this a large or a small knife. It's a good medium size, you know, a little smaller than like a paramilitary 2. It has a grip area in my preferred larger than 3.5 inch or, you know, 4 fingers around the grip unobstructed, which seems to be how I hold it when I break down the cardboard for the recycle bin. It's mainly what I use my knives for now. And the main hard use they get. Hard use because sometimes they ding the asphalt. In this video, the clip is the same anodized color as the handle, but it will, apparently, according to the product page, match the PVD acid wash of the blade when it hits production. The blade pops out very snappily. I know it's not assisted, but it gives that feel. It's on bearings, and once it pops, it deploys. And I think that's because the detent's precisely dialed in. It just, the amount of force it takes to disengage, well, that's the amount of force it takes to lock up. Now, it's pretty comfortable in the hand. Everything is chamfered and tumbled. You know, these are Reate made, like my Sharp by Design productions. So expect a similar quality, attention to detail, and price at $299. That's kind of the Reate range. Now, as far as production OEMs go, Reate is often thought of as the king of quality. I mean, along with Buck, right? Now, since it has a strong detent, the thumb studs on my tender fingers are a little bit touchy on the prototype, but I'm kind of a baby. The internal milling keeps it below the arbitrary 4-ounce limit set in stone by old what's-his-name, Mr. Sheepdog. You know, someone help me out here. If you like Reates, and this knife speaks to you on the weird emotional knife guy level, that's kind of embarrassing to feel for an object of possession you can't take with you when you die. And at least they won't get your money, that's for sure. The decision's very easy. I did not cut the cardboard with this prototype. What about testing it, cuck? But it's sharp, well suited for everyday carry, and I hope you understand it will knife well. And also understand I have respect for other people's properties. Exiled from the international knife community for tearing up a prototype. I don't want to be that guy. You know, I have respect most of the time. Now here we have it next to the we made for Mass Drop Laconico Keen. I forget what I paid. It's like $150, which, you know, it's a pretty good price for a Wii. Before, you know, Wii went all Civivi. Of course, now Wii has brought their better selling Civivis into the Wii brand, not the Royal Wii, you know. Although, what if they called their high-end knives the Royal Wii? I would pay more. I mean, what is going on with Wii right now? I don't mean us. It's all very confusing, even if it take 2 minutes of research. I think they've moved mostly to the Elementum business model. This one's titanium anodized. It's in the S35VN. S35VN is the steel now that knife guys are like, I wish they switched back to the old steel. I don't know. People don't like S35VN anymore. Now the Sharp by Design Evo regular size. Reate made these. Cost me about $3,000. 30, I don't remember. And you can't get them anymore unless the grumpy perfectionist decides to do another run. He could. You know, you got to get in on it though. I love it. These are on par in quality since they're both Reate made. I mean, the Keen isn't bad either. And one more of the titanium boutique crowd. The Antidote. Love it. It's an improvement over the Poison. I don't know exactly who makes these for HEA designs, but the quality is on par with a Reate for sure. These are pretty much sold out because they were limited. I think African Custom Knives still has some. Anyway, to sum it up, the Raiden, very good. I've seen the Knife Nuts mock-up, and it really pops, and that's the one I'd go for if I hadn't bought the sword and the armor. Now, to find more out about the Knife Nuts released, unfortunately, you'll have to participate on a limited level in the Zuckerverse. The Suckerverse, is that anything? So follow them on Instagram to learn about what's happening and when it's happening. I don't know. I can't predict those fellows. Oh, I take that back. I'm getting a DM right now. It is Friday, February 11th, which is set in stone, unless it changes. All right, so this has been, now that I see my text here, the wall that I've written, it's a slightly longer than Quick Look. Seems like the normal size. Now, if you like me to sprinkle in shorter videos so I can put out a few more overall, let me know below. Make sure you say hi to the patrons. They support the channel over on the Patreon website, you know, $1 a month, and they're helping me pay off this stupid computer and my stupid camera. So like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram where I post more frequently, you know, and you know what's going on sort of with me in a knife way, you know. Buy a t-shirt, sticker through the spring, link below the video, Teespring, if that's how you'd like to support. Thanks for watching.